There are a few fan bases that love their team more than the Steelers, and they are proving their devotion right now. The rain in the forecast, but it hasn't stopped these fans from packing Acrisure Stadium here in Pittsburgh. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 21-yard line.
First carry here for Chase Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here for an injured player, and that's Jamar Chase, who is in some obvious discomfort right now. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Burrow looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
When a defense blitzes like that, they're trying to cause chaos, but the quarterback, he was as calm as could be. He saw the blitz and got it out of his hand quickly to pick up the first.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at the Steeler defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Now it's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Burrow will throw. That is caught. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, a give to Brown. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Man open left side is Brown. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 5.
And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it with Brown. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Chase Brown, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Evan McPherson for the extra point.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Steelers, nothing. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Right away, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11. Big 13. Big 13. 11 MT. 11 MT.
They go play action with Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. 180.
Take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Touchdown.
Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McPherson now for the extra point.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Steelers, nothing. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson now to send it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
They run again with Dowdle. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Rico Dowdle punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers are back within a score. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Steelers 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try to find a way to win.
A loss of 12 yards. It's second down.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Under pressure, and they got to him again. That's on multiple defense, and it's a loss of 6.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. Shoves. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And Joe's one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A short throw there, pulled in by All. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here we go. 11. Hey, 10.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Samaje Perine, a 22-yard scamper.
And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. McPherson on for the point after.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Bengals 21, Steelers 7. To kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
2nd and 11. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's third down.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Now they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long.
They'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 50 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And the Steelers are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
I'm okay with the call here. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Let's go now. 19 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They run here with Dowdle. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Boswell's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there in CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
That's to his tight end all.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
The Bengals first down.
Here we go. 11 Thomas. 11 Mighty.
Here's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here now, a 3rd down and 8.
Here we go. 11. Hey, 10. 11, MT, tight. 11, MT, tight. 12.
Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, Josivas. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
But it brings up 4th down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here's Ryan Rico now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
This is Brown going up the middle.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Cut. 180. Cut.
Now Burrow. Throw left side, taken in by Hill.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Outright, it's Josivas. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Touchdown,
Andre Josivas.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And McPherson on for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score. Bengals 28, Steelers 10. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson now to send it away.
marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here. That's complete. Bernard. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They'll set up to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
You should have thought before you let me on the couch.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect 2nd half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On the run, it's Dowdle. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 36 yards on the play. So look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And the Steelers are going to have it first and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2000.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Boswell for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Bengals 28, Steelers 17.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again, they've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Here we go, here we go. Right 80. Right back.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. A quick throw there is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Hey, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A running play, it's Dowdle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Demetrius Knight, the one who got there defensively.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
They'll look to throw. That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A nice throw there by the young rookie from Penn State, and then it's a first down.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
There to make the tackle, Demetrius Knight that time.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. He's got it. Touchdown. Pat Freiermuth from 17 yards out. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score.
The Steelers will line up for the
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
The score, Bengals 28, Steelers 23. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell on now to kick this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
11. Here we go.
First down, they go back to Perine.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. That's pulled in by Brooks. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Cincinnati.
Here we go. 11 coming. Ready?
Up the middle, here's Perine.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Gun. Cut. Ready?
And Burrow going to change the play.
From the 16, Burrow sliding out of the pocket. Touchdown, Bengals! Tyreek Hill. He scored on the ground and through the air. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
The score, Bengals 35, Steelers 23. Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson now to send it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Second and 7.
And now here's a carry heading left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
It's a gain of
25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a handoff looking right.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 110 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with